Okay, Tricia, so we can go through the work right now. Let's take a look. You got your cover letter here. Critical error, critical error. No return address, no contact information on your cover letter. Kiss of death. How are you going to get called back? That's something that I would definitely recommend reconsidering that. I think a great way to design a cover letter, a letterhead, is to use your logo. I think this might be down a little bit too low in the composition. Just, center your logo. If you got that rule you want to use, that's great. Then you can use that whole paper for things like invoices and shipping invoices and things like that if you want to freelance. And in the meantime, just take your contact information, put it across the bottom of the page, span the page, and it just makes for a wonderfully versatile letterhead. Think about it. Don't ever want to send a letterhead without the name. Even if you have to call them and research it, do whatever you got to do to get that name, but always get a name. Tricia, okay, this would have an address here, of course. Got the date, that's awesome. Cool, okay, and then we come to our resume, and there's a problem here, Tricia, because this type has been stretched. I mean, clearly it's been stretched. What I'm guessing that you did is place the type and then grab the text box and stretch it. And it's almost clearly, you can see it. It's really super obvious in some areas right here. That's just not how letters are shaped. So either you took that whole text box and stretched it horizontally without constraining the vertical proportions. And that's what I'm guessing happened. So you really want to stay away from that. Your resume doesn't have any contact information. Okay, also, these rules right here, if you see these things right here, what they're doing is kind of working in reverse for what I think you want it to do. This is okay because it just spans the length of the text box, indicating the margins. That's cool. But going from one side to the next like that just does this thing where it sections off that area, almost making it look separate from this. And then these rules that go off the end of the page like that, they're just leading the eye off the page. So, and do you want your viewer to look at education and then go, okay, and then just get distracted? And it's quite likely. Okay, good job paying attention to the grid. I think that's very smart. Personal identity, you said that you spent this week trying to tighten up the visual cohesion in your visual identity, and I certainly agree with you that that's a problem. But I think we still have a problem, Tricia, because here you're white on red, here you're white on red, here you're black on red, and here you're black on white. So there's no consistency here. So I would definitely recommend that you keep trying to work consistency into that. Your grid is looking good. It looks like you're really starting to pay attention to the grid. And this, I think, is kind of odd because what it does to your grid is it adds this little stair step in the bottom. That's why I think it's really, really clever way to put your type to span the page or left align, at least, instead of stacking it. Because that way you don't have this precarious, odd, weird shape that you have to work with on every page. You see what I'm saying? It creates this shape of a page instead of putting it there, creating this shape, which is a much more regular, much more pleasing shape. Hope that makes sense. Okay, the work looks great. I mean, I've always thought your work, I got no problem with your work. Work's good. That's why I really haven't been saying so much. Wow, that looks good. So nice that it's gridded out. This is good. Good job. Good job. And this is gridded out too. 3 column. Good job. I would move that guy over there on the bottom just to indicate. See, that's too far over and that's too far over. This would be your first column, second column, third column. Those look good, but that guy over there looks like he's not aligned. Again, good job. Good job with the grid. I mean, everything's looking pretty darn good here. Okay, electives look fantastic. I think it's kind of strange to put electives in the middle of a portfolio. I really do. I think they should go at the end. I've always thought that. This piece looks fantastic. I think this is a really super strong piece, and that's why I have recommended to start your portfolio with this piece. Start with the strongest. I take that back. I was just about to say start with the strongest or end with the strongest just when I turned the page and I noticed, well, that's exactly what you had done. So, okay, good job. I mean, I think that there's a few things here that I think are notable. I'll go through the inventory, make sure everything's accounted for in grading. But good job, great job, good class. Loved having you. If you need me in the future for any of your portfolio needs or any advice on portfolio presentation or the job hunt, as it were, then just please feel free.